Four news stories for you. Firstly, some updates from Russia and Ukraine. A protest has been carried out in Ukraine against the US. US is backing Ukraine, but protesters today gathered in front of US embassy in Kiev, Ukrainian city. Secondly, viewers, second news story is from Oromia. SNNPR President Risto Yirdao today visited Oromia. He met with Shimalis Abdisa, Oromia president. A few days ago, we saw a report. We heard an audio clip, leaked audio clip of Risto Yirdao, in which he was talking about Oromos. Thirdly, viewers, Ethiopian House of People's Representative is going to consider the lifting of national emergency tomorrow. We know that Ethiopian parliament a few days ago approved the lifting of national emergency imposed last year in November. Tomorrow, Ethiopian HOPR will make the final decision. Lastly, Tigray TV claims that thousands of ENDF and Eritrean soldiers have been taken prisoners. Some pictures, videos are being shared. Tigray TV said that the new prisoners of war are from Afar, Vaja Timoga, Elamata. We have some pictures, videos. Are these new pictures and videos? Are they new POWs? Firstly, viewers, Russia-Ukraine tensions. Last night, Joe Biden held a phone call with Zelensky, Vladimir Zelensky, Ukrainian president. Ukrainian president invited Joe Biden to visit Ukraine. And today a protest was held in Kyiv, Ukrainian city, in front of US embassy against US government. The protesters said that US should get out of Ukraine. US has started several wars in different parts of the world, and once again another war is being planned by the US in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia. They chanted slogans against US. You can see pictures on your screen. Pictures are from today's protest against US government in front of US embassy in Kyiv, Ukrainian city. Then viewers, after a few hours, President of the US is set to talk to Boris Johnson, UK's Prime Minister, about this ongoing conflict. Thirdly, Ukrainian ambassador to UK just a few hours ago said that Ukraine was ready to give up its bid for NATO's membership. Later, he withdrew his statement. He had said that if that can stop Russia from starting a war, then Ukraine was willing to give up its effort for membership of NATO. But later he revoked his statement. He said that his statement was misinterpreted. Thirdly, viewers, another development from this region is that German Chancellor is in Ukraine. He has visited Ukraine. He is on his way to Kremlin, to Russia. And he says that he expects that Russia would de-escalate tensions. German troops have arrived in Lithuania as well. Lithuania is backing Ukraine. So, intense diplomatic efforts are underway. In a statement, Russian ambassador to the EU today said that he said Russia has the right to counterattack if Russian citizens in eastern Ukraine are in danger. He is talking about a likely Ukrainian attack on Donbas region, on Luhansk and Donetsk. So if Ukraine starts an attack on Luhansk and Donetsk, Russia would definitely counterattack. Though Russia says it's not backing Luhansk and Donetsk governments, but that is what he meant. And we know that Ukraine has been planning to attack these two places for years. It could happen. So the war could start in two ways. Russia can attack Ukraine, or Ukraine can attack Donbass. If Ukraine attacked Donbass, it would lead to start of a large-scale war too. Russia has made it clear. So several new developments. Tensions still there. Around 140,000, I think, 40 or 30,000 Russian troops are deployed near Ukraine border, in Crimea, in Belarus, and close to Ukraine border. Military maneuvers are underway. Today, Ukrainian and Belarusian defense chiefs held a phone call. Very important development, because we know that Belarus is backing Russia. Russian troops are on Belarusian soil. But today, Belarus and Ukrainian defense chiefs held telephone conversation. So you see, so much is happening diplomatically to avert this war. Russia says it does not have any plan to attack Ukraine. US and US allies are adamant. They say Russia is planning to invade Ukraine. Second, viewers, Oromia region is in the grip of a drought. Some parts of Oromia, southern and eastern Oromia. Today, SNNPR President Risto Yirdao visited Oromia region. He met with Shimalis Abdisa, Oromia region president, and he offered his support for the drought affectees in Oromia region. He said people of Oromia and SNPR, they share several things like language, culture, and their history as well. That is why they should work together. He said support from SNNPR for Oromia will continue. Now, we know that a few days ago, an audio clip of Risto Yirdao was leaked. In the audio clip, he was talking to Gurage ethnic community members who are mostly in SNNPR. And he has said that in order for Gurage to survive, Gurages must have good ties with Oromos. Otherwise, Gurages could be in trouble. He had talked about Amhara people as well in that audio leak. And you see that now he's trying to improve, or trying to strengthen his ties with Oromia regional government. Though we have seen Amhara president as well visit Oromia. Yilkal Kifale visited Oromia. Then Shimalis Abdisa visited 4 regions, Afar, Amhara, Somali region, and Gambela in the past few days. Thirdly, viewers, Ethiopian House of People's Representatives, HOPR, is set to debate the lifting of national emergency tomorrow. I think last week, Ethiopian cabinet chaired, a cabinet meeting chaired by PM Abiy decided to lift national emergency, which was imposed in November last year when Tigray forces were advancing towards Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. The emergency was imposed for 6 months. But now when the government is in control of the situation and Tigray forces have retreated back into Tigray, the government wants to lift this emergency. But the authority, the power to lift this emergency rests with Ethiopian House of People's Representatives. So the cabinet has approved, it has recommended to the HOPR that emergency be lifted. HOPR will decide whether to lift the emergency or not tomorrow. We'll update you tomorrow. Lastly, because Tigray TV says that Tigray forces have captured thousands of new prisoners of war. Tigray TV says that these are newly captured Ethiopian National Defense Force members and Eritrean soldiers who have been taken prisoner on several fronts. The fronts mentioned by Tigray TV are Afar. You can see the picture. The picture is, it's been claimed the picture is from Afar front, and in this picture, some ENDF and Eritrean soldiers can be seen. Though no Eritrean military uniforms can be seen, but Tigray-backed sources say that those soldiers who are not wearing boots are Eritrean soldiers. Eritrean soldiers don't wear boots. They have special type of shoes on mostly. And they say that this picture shows Eritrean soldiers clad in ENDF uniforms. And secondly, Tigray TV and other news sources say that hundreds of ENDF soldiers have been taken prisoner by Tigray Defense Force on Vaja Tamoga and Elamata front. Are these pictures, clips new or old ones? We don't know. Tigray TV said that this clip shows newly captured prisoners of war from Vaja Tamoga and Elamata fronts. Thank you for watching.
ህገ መንግስቱን አረም የናዳችሁት ህገ እግዚአብሔርንም ነው የደፈራችሁት እናንተ